2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Bluff Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, great to be with you guys. Now this group will be one to watch today. Lots of chatter on social media leading up to this pairing. We have a rookie on tour who has set very specific goals for themselves, and their first one is to beat their playing partner this week.
Love it, Henny. This will make for an extra layer of excitement. It always adds a bit more drama to an event when we can follow a competition within a competition. Can't wait to see what happens in our featured group throughout this tournament. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
A bit short with that effort.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say. This putt to try and save their par.
That putt seemed to lack a little bit of feel.
I hate to use the word choke, Luke, but that's exactly what happened there. A flat-out choke.
One of our on-course reporters, John McCarthy, has been out surveying the scene here in preparation for today's broadcast. John, what are some of the things the players will be looking out for today at Craggy Heights?
Well, Luke, I think one of the first things the players are going to be looking at is really, literally, the shapes of these fairways. They are laid out in a way that often there are little pockets of fairway the players can hit to, and if they do end up safe, they can really open up options on their approach shots, but they're going to have to be confident in their swing to reap those rewards. Another thing to watch for are holes like the fifth, where the fairway narrows significantly the further out you hit your tee shot. There's also holes like the par 4 17th where you can drive the green, yes, but there is a lot of danger in the form of water and sand around the green to contend with. So it's very much a risk-reward course. Can't wait to just sit back and watch how these professionals take this course on. Should be a fun week here at Craggy Heights.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Teeing off now on this par 3.
Luke, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
Oh, got unlucky there. Bit untidy, wasn't it? The history of golf has been littered with some great characters for the modern game. Harold Varner III is right up there. A really personable guy, just effervescent. And I think, Rich, the only thing we're all waiting for is that first W to come. He seems to deserve it.
I can't wait to see what happens when he gets that first W. Oh, it's going to be blissfully fun. He's such an engaging personality that you can't help but just like him. He is out there enjoying every single moment of being on the PGA Tour, playing against the best in the world, and he believes that he can hang with every single one of those players. It hasn't kind of shown up yet, but there's no doubt in my mind with the belief that he has in his own game, that alone will carry him to a win on the PGA Tour sooner than later, and I'm thinking it could happen as early as this year.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. Here we are at the 4th hole. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. 3 behind our leader. This one is headed to the right. Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Another missed green in regulation. They got to do better.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. This is from miles away.
Starting to look really good.
Yeah, that's lovely weight. Getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job. And a little slide down the leaderboard happening. Make sure you respond quickly. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole. Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour because I don't know if I could handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
Wonderful shot.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
And with that now, back to level par.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's return to live play now. And taking aim from around 100 yards here. 3 strokes off the lead. Going with the pitching wedge here.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
What an amazing approach shot. I think their rival, Harold Varner III, has a worthy competitor this week.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Oh, how about that one? And with it, he moves to 1 under par. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4. You like that, didn't you? Second shot here on the 7th. That should set up another chance. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place.
Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Here we find ourselves at the dramatic 8th hole at Craggy Heights, a par 3 playing 198 yards from the back tees.
Look, probably one of those picturesque par threes on this golf course, if not the one. Obviously, coming up shy is a huge no-no with water lurking there. You're going to see most players hit it deep into the green. Anywhere in the heart of the green really is just fine. Walking off with a par here is just dandy.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Birdied their last hole.
And there it goes from the sand. Let's get back to it, shall we? Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
And down it goes. And with that, we'll move to 3 under par. And let's have another look at that one.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Jon Rahm holds a familiar spot of top spot on this leaderboard. Let's head to this lengthy par 4. Yeah, that one will play. The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number 1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. Yeah, we'll take that. Looking at the scoreboard, they currently sit in 2nd place, behind Jon Rahm. Let's see what happens here at the 10th hole. That's not the shot he was hoping for. Sitting at 3 under par. Currently tied for 2nd. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Looking really good, this one. Oh, so close. And this putt to move into a tie for 1st. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And now at 3 under overall. Teeing off now at the 11th hole. And choosing the 8-iron here. It's just a tad offline, that one. Headed towards the left. He hit that pretty loose. Yep, that's a water ball. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut.
That was wonderfully done. 11 feet to the cup.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
This one's dialed in. That's a bogey, but not a bad putt. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. The Spaniard John Rahm currently in the lead as we head to the next tee. Oh, Rich loves standing on this 12th tee here, a par 5. You're always thinking birdie or perhaps better. Take us through it.
At 555 yards, Luke, there still is a decision to be made off the tee for these players. Do they challenge the fairway bunker, but also bring in the water down the right-hand side, or do they just go ahead and lay it up to the left and make it a 3-shotter? The bold players are going to knock it down to a sliver of an opening, and from there, they're going to be able to go for it. Second shot playing a little bit downhill. A little pond over on the left-hand side can be a little bit nuisance, but all in all, it's a pretty simple, straightforward par 5. Birdies are in order.
Nicely done. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. That's tracking. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And that will take him to 3 under. And after a quick glimpse at the scoreboard, they're in second, behind John Rahm.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Nicely done. And this shot from about 150 yards out.
Puff of breeze moving this golf ball left to right.
Opting for the 9-iron. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
He's currently in a share of top spot.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Well played, mate. And he's down there.
Yeah, he's about 155 from this whole location. What a drive that was.
They get a little ground draw here. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
A chance to move to 5 under par.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
He's currently tied for first. We have a par 3 on this one. Oh, absolutely flushed. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 28 feet from the cup.
This has eyes for the hole. And that's a long-range bomb. And rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Why don't we catch up with the V-Man, Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Setting up in some very deep rough.
He's going to have to go down after this one, try and dig it out as best he can and hope for the best.
Getting ready to play their third.
Next shot straight back into the teeth of the wind.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
These little members bounce to the right.
Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
And that will drop in for a birdie. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Oh, don't we love a short par 4, particularly on the penultimate hole, Rich. 17 here, playing under 300 yards.
Luke, at just 283 yards, listen, if you're not going to go for this green, you better just give up your tour card. I mean, literally, this is a begging to be gone. This hole is going to show you what kind of player you truly are. Take out the 3-wooder driver, knock it on the green, make eagle, make the crowd go wild. Anything less than that? No, thank you.
Well, what a wonderful shot into the 17th and sets up another putt inside birdie range.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. And that will take him to 8 under. Still in the lead now after that hole. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4. That's a good-looking shot there. This one from about 160 yards out. Currently leading by 3. Wonderful shot into the 18th and a chance for birdie.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
And he can win the event here if he can hold this putt. Ladies and gentlemen, they've just won their first ever PGA Tour event. Rich, what do you think's going through their mind right now?